So this is going to be just a quick video review from the Dudley Castle investigation on the 17th of November 2012. The reason I say quick is because unfortunately there's not that much evidence, so to speak, that I've managed to pick up. However, the couple of things that I have got are quite interesting, to say the least. I'm not really going to go into the history side too much of Dudley Castle itself, only to say that it was quite interesting listening to the tour guide as he took us around the castle, explaining how the castle used to operate, so to speak, and what went on back in the day. It was quite weird being there, trying to imagine how it used to be, with all the different stories that he was saying, and trying to imagine how it was back then. Why is it haunted or reported to be haunted? There's a couple of stories. I'm not really going to go into too much again with that side of it, only to say that one of the main ones is that one of the Earls of Dudley, Mr. John de Summery, basically spent most of his life terrorising the local people in the area. So in the village, basically was stealing everything, just didn't care about anybody, and basically the way it was back then, would just kill anybody that got in his way or tried to stop him. He basically died in 1321, and his coffin, or the casket of his coffin even, actually still remains in part of the castle called the undercroft. That is apparently one of the most active areas within the castle. Another story basically is of the Grey Lady, apparently a lady by the name of Dorothy Beaumont. She was one of the wives of one of the royal officers and actually lived in the castle itself. She had a young daughter who unfortunately died, and basically Dorothy then died, apparently of a broken heart, not so long after that. Dorothy, aka the Grey Lady, basically apparently roams the castle still looking for her daughter. So they're the two main kind of stories that tends to stick out amongst the investigators, to which we certainly want to try and look into. Another quite interesting story again is apparently you can hear now and again the playing of drums. I believe there's a drummer boy that back in the day obviously used to play the drums certain times, and you can hear this residual drumming that apparently happens, which can be heard as well, which has apparently been witnessed by a few people. So all in all, the castle itself sounds or sounded very interesting and inviting to go and do an investigation, so that's what we did. The other reason even that it's caused quite a stir amongst the investigators is Most Haunted, the TV show, launched their first ever live investigation at Dudley Castle in the grounds itself. These are a few photos of actually inside the undercroft area of the castle, and the photo you're looking at now shows the stone casket that used to house the coffin for John de Summery, and the photo you're looking at now shows the undercroft from a distance. That coffin would be, if you look towards the centre of the photo, just to the right in the corner of the room. That's where this stone casket is. This EVP that's coming up is quite a strange one. Although what you're going to hear is very clear and very loud, I can't make any words out as to what it's saying. The fascinating thing about this in particular is because you're going to hear myself and Debbie calling out. Now just after you hear Debbie talking, you will then hear this EVP. This wasn't heard real time. Although as loud as it comes across on the recording, this was not heard real time by anybody in the group. However, one of the team does actually comment on something just after this EVP happens, and she asks what that noise was, because she hears something which was a bit strange, because it's directly after this EVP happened, which nobody else heard, only this person itself. Was this spirit right next to this person as they made this noise or spoke at this time, and it was only here that heard it? I don't know, but it's fascinating to hear her talk or mention hearing something directly after this EVP happens. I'm going to loop this a few times as well, just so that you can hear. The little green lights that you can see on the chairs, the ones that I'm pointing my torch at now, if you come close to that enough, or you gain enough energy and try and talk to us, can you please try and move one of those lights, change the colour?
We've also got one on the stage as well. One can help for you a bit further away. You want to move?
No.
I could hear something. It's like a creaking.
From where?
For me, it's coming from my right.
Right.
To the side. From towards the approach. Your end. It's over here somewhere.
The next thing you're going to see now is of a strange light anomaly that is picked up on one of the photos. What you're looking at now are a few photos taken of the group towards the back of the undercroft. Now you can clearly see the distance that I was away from the group. What I was doing, I positioned myself and was just continuously taking still photos through the entire time that the group were doing a Ouija board. I must have taken about 50 or 60 photos consecutively through the time that they were doing the board, and this photo you're going to see in a moment is the only photo with this strange and unexplainable light anomaly caught. I just want to mention quickly that the camera I was using was a full spectrum camera. There was no flash involved at all. None of the other team were taking photos. So this is the photo that you're looking at now with this strange light anomaly. It looks like a strange beam or streak of solid white light. Now my camera, being a full spectrum camera, will pick up basically any light in the spectrum system, so i.e. infrared, UV and any other visible light, etc. that gets picked up. What is that light? I don't know. I can't explain it. Is it infrared? Is it a UV that's been picked up? I really don't know. But the strange thing is that this is the only light really like this that is actually picked up on the entire photos that had been taken place. I can't explain that. That is very odd, and there is no logical and natural explanation why that particular is on there, really. So thanks for watching this review for the Dudley Castle investigation. I've also attached now a link to one of the other investigators' video that they've put together from the same investigation that we did on the night. So check out that one as well, have a little listen, and hope you enjoy. Thanks.